you ever even say the words?
Do what?
Do you ever say the words mental toughness to people?
No, I don't think it ever comes across. I talk a lot about what I fail, because that's where you're going to learn. Like, you know, I love it when you go and you do some of these courses and, you know, you have this expectation and you're really hard on yourself that you screwed up. Well, yeah, you're going to screw up, especially like scenario work. Like, you're not ever going to get it right. And if you do, why are you taking this class?
Right.
So I talk a lot about what I've failed at and what I learned so that's mental toughness of like, because the bigger ones are the ones that stick with you that you know you'll never do again. There's a story that I talk about this guy that followed me up an elevator, but I didn't know this. He followed me up a flight of stairs, and he had I was at a wedding, and I didn't know that there was the flight of the stairs, you know, and this whole thing was in a big square atrium with the elevator in the middle. So I was not, you know, aware of my surroundings. So I'm on the 7th floor, and he had gone up the stairwell. I had no clue where the stairwell was. And so it's like 3 a.m. I'm like locked out of, you know, at the time my husband and my kids were in the room, and my key card wouldn't work. And so I had this bag, and I joke because I wrote a blog about it. It's called, you know, Never Mess with Skinny Pop or something like that. I had this huge Costco bag of Skinny Pop, and it had survived the whole wedding. Like, I had done the whole bridal party's hair, and then we had just carried it around because we were like, this is a huge bag of Skinny Pop, right? So I still had it with me. It's 3 a.m., right? And so I'm leaning down by the door. My back is to the whole atrium. And I'm like, well, I can't get in. I got to go change my key card. And so I go to take a selfie with my Skinny Pop. And I go like this, and I stand up and I turn around, and that guy is standing 5 feet behind me.
Oh, shit.
And what ensued later was like, he kept trying to get on the elevator with me when I was going down. I was like, I'm not getting on the elevator with this guy.
Yeah,
but
sorry,
I mean,
bro.
the second I turned around, I knew I had screwed up. Like, it was a huge eye-opening, like, holy cow, Kristen, what were you thinking? Like, he could have done anything.
Yeah.
And so I tell that story a lot about, like, because people, you know, you always talk about situational awareness, and it was like, oh, okay, great. Like what you said, well, what does that even look like? Yeah. Well, maybe not taking a selfie with a bag of Skinny Pop